Welcome to the Virginia is for Laughers podcast, brought to you by the funny Womacks and friends. If you're looking to get more out of your Shenandoah Valley experience, then this is the podcast for you. You'll meet interesting people, musicians, and comedians that perform here and find out more about what you can do and see. Whether you live here or plan to visit, listen to explore what makes our unique slice of heaven. Now here's your host, Don Davis Womack.
Hello, Laughers. We're taking a step back way in time to prehistoric times at Dinosaur Land in White Post, Virginia. I'm here at this beloved roadside attraction, which has been captivating families, dinosaur enthusiasts, and curious explorers since 1963. With over 50 life-size dinosaurs and other fascinating creatures, Dinosaur Land offers an educational and fun experience for visitors of all ages. Joining me today is Sam Selden, one of the owners keeping this unique attraction thriving. We'll dive into the history of Dinosaur Land, what goes into maintaining these incredible sculptures, and how this quirky park has become a must-visit destination for generations. Let's get ready for a dynamite conversation, and we welcome you to the show, Sam. It's great to have you on today.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, this is so fun. This is actually my first visit here to Dinosaur Land, if you can believe this.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
And for our laughers, I would love, if you just give us some context about where we're sitting and what is behind us.
So we are currently in the park at Dinosaur Land, and behind us we have a couple of battle scenes of our dinosaurs. And it's
Dinosaur Land.
It's Dinosaur Land.
What is this epic battle that's behind us? These are two huge dinosaurs. What kind of dinosaurs are they?
So these are T-Rex and a long neck, and we actually have a little description of everything on the dinosaurs, and we made them so people can actually interact and see what's going on, and it tells a little story with it too.
Okay. What kind of little story is it about? Just like when they were here and...
So it just describes the battle of what they're doing.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
All right. That's actually excellent. What are they doing back there?
Who?
Those two big things.
They're fighting.
It's an epic battle, Dawn. All right, I'm getting with it. This has been around since 1963. Right. This is a family-owned business, right?
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit about how it all got started and how it's evolved since 1963?
So it started in 1963 as a gift shop. It was my great-grandfather, and his name was Joseph Geraci. And he went to a putt-putt game somewhere, and he saw a sculpture of a dinosaur. And he said, I think it would be cool to have that here. So he got 3, I think it was, and people loved it. And ever since then, it has grown and grown and grown into what you see today.
Yeah, mostly dinosaurs, but also an octopus and King Kong, right?
There's a few, yeah. But mostly dinosaurs, yes.
Yeah, there's how many? 50?
Over 50. Currently, we have 56.
56.
Yep.
How do you decide which additions of creatures you're going to add to Dinosaur Land? What is that process like, and where in the world do you find these things?
Okay, so there is very few companies that you can buy them from.
I would imagine.
There is one we go to, and they normally have new ones every year, or they try to. And we go through as owners and pick out which ones we want to get and where we want to put them. And that's basically how that process works. And then I think last year we actually ended up getting 2 new ones. And that was pretty cool. I was surprised they did that. So
Yeah? What were the 2 new ones, dude?
So the Spinosaurus was one.
Spinosaurus.
And I think another Velociraptor was another one.
Oh, yeah, I see the Velociraptor over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Is this a catalog you look at or an online website?
So it is a website.
Okay.
They're very good with communication and stuff. They'll send you actual pictures of the product so you can see what it looks like, not the product photo online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get to actually look at it.
Yeah. What's it like to transport something of that size?
It's super interesting.
I would imagine.
People follow the truck to here.
Really?
2 years ago, there was a newspaper article, and they just showed up for the fact we were unloading dinosaurs, and it was really fun to be in the newspaper. Everyone loved it.
Oh, yeah. So it's a spectacle a bit.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
How do they even know that you're getting new dinosaurs that they're following the truck?
Well, I suppose one of the owners told the paper company, and they wanted to very badly be there when they showed up.
A press release type situation.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would actually go to see that.
It was pretty interesting. They got really good photos, and they were funny.
Right before we recorded, that reminds me that you were telling me you still have pictures from years ago when the big, what is that?
King Kong?
That's it.
Yeah.
I just lost it for a second. But yes, when the King Kong was being delivered, and tell the story again.
So the picture shows it's 5/22, and it was a dirt road back then, and there was 4 inches of snow on the road, and there was a flatbed truck, and King Kong was in pieces on the back of it.
Wow.
Right outside Dinosaur Land. And there was no parking lot, like 5/22 transitioned into the parking lot. It was just a dirt road, basically. And the truck was in 5/22. So it's a pretty cool picture. Yeah.
Is it inside the gift shop so that people visit can see it?
There is a copy inside Dinosaur Land. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty amazing, because that was one of the first creatures in here.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be quite something. Now it's a very busy road. You may even hear it, Laughers, as we're recording this. Where are we? We're in Winchester, right?
Yeah, Winchester, Virginia.
Yeah. And that's about an hour and 15 minutes north of Harrisonburg. And how far is this from D.C.?
From D.C., I could not tell you.
Okay.
I don't get asked that question.
That's okay. That's what Google Maps and MapQuest are for, and Waze and all the other apps. Okay. Yeah. I think you're about an hour or so from DC.
I think it's a rough guess. Hour and 15. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's talk about the design of the dinosaurs, how they've changed over the years. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, so when it started, all of the dinosaurs were custom made. So they were one of a kind, basically. And we had 2 people that made them. It was Mark Klein and Jim Shorewell. And they would make custom dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. We would buy them off of them. And half of them were actually built here.
Really?
Yeah, for the ease of no transportation, basically.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Build them here. And through the years, it's got a lot better. Now you can actually buy them from companies, and they're better quality, and they last a lot longer with less repairs throughout time. So,
yeah, speaking of repairs, I was reading a news article, and there's a local artist that has fiberglass experience. We were talking about that a little bit before the recording too, but I wanted to be sure to share that with the Laughers. I believe his name is Chad Benson, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And he has offered to basically paint and refurbish essentially these creatures to their restoration or the form they need to be in. Can you talk about that process and how you found them and what he's doing and how long it might take?
Yeah, absolutely. So Chad Benson actually came in with his daughter one day, and he was so excited because he's always loved this place and he drives by it every day. And he asked if we had anyone working on the dinosaurs for repair, and we had just got rid of one person, and he was super excited when we asked him if he was willing to repair them. And he started immediately, and he's a super cool guy, and he does really good work. Mm-hmm. And he's got a garage right down the road where he works on vehicles, so he's doing a really good job. And he's did the Megalodon so far out front, and now he's working on the octopus. And he works pretty quick, and it's good work, and we really enjoy him. He's a good person.
Yeah, I think that's a tremendous blessing for this place because it's been around since 1963, so some of the creatures have had quite a bit of wear and tear.
Yeah, it's hard to find someone that will do this kind of stuff.
It is a niche. It's a big time specialty. But it sounds like he has quite a few years experience doing fiberglass paintwork for cars to restore them. And then those skills are transferring to restoring these creatures here at Dinosaur Land.
Yeah. Yep.
So you think they'll have the all 50 done in a year or two? I have no idea how long this takes. I have no idea.
I would say probably over a year if you're going to do all 50 of them, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have you guys taken before and after pictures?
We have not, but that is a good idea.
That is an excellent idea.
That is a good idea.
That'd be an incredible post, don't you think, Laughers? If you could see the before and after of some of these creatures online, I think they'd appreciate that.
That'd be cool.
Just throwing it out there. Tell Chad.
Yeah. He's probably already done it, to be honest.
He probably has. So the design of the creatures that you have, how has that evolved with the new knowledge of scientific discoveries?
So they've definitely gotten better quality-wise and detail-wise. Before it was all handmade, so there was very difficult trying to get a good texture on something, and now the way they're made, the texture is in with the mold, so you can just paint over it, and it looks like skin, so it's very realistic. It's very realistic now.
So it's probably visible to see what might be some of the structures that were here in the 70s and 80s versus the newer structures you're getting now in 2024.
Much different.
That would be fascinating too. I have seen several of them getting ready for our recording today, and it is, let me tell you something. My son is 31. He would have loved this place.
Well, you got
as a kid.
Come by.
Yeah, I think he'd still love it. Yeah, we'll get him to come by. We will do that. I think that's so interesting. And I love making discoveries too. Like this absurdly flavorful popcorn from our sponsor, PrePOPsterous. I brought you some. Have you ever had it?
I have not.
What do you think about it?
It's actually really amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing.
And I already tried some before we recorded it. I don't have very much left. It's incredible popcorn. It is Shenandoah Valley's only award-winning popcorn. Their factory is 100% nut-free, and they have the Virginia's Finest trademark, which makes it a top specialty crafted food here in the state of Virginia. It's all amazing. Also makes a perfect gift for literally any occasion, Laughers. Birthdays, anniversaries, party gifts, your employees, Secretary's Day, you name it, it's perfect. And so also, don't forget to use the promo code LAUGH15 because they're giving you a 15% discount on this amazing popcorn with incredible flavors. Just visit PrePOPsterous.com at PrePOPsterous.com today. That way you can munch on it when you join me on next week's episode. Now back to you, Sam. What do you think makes Dinosaur Land such a special and beloved destination for families and travelers after all of these years?
Well, mostly the parents come back because they were here as kids.
Aww.
And they took pictures. So they bring their kids back, and we hear this almost every day. They bring their kids back, and they want to recreate the picture from what they took.
That's a really neat thing.
Yeah. So they get as close as possible to the picture the adult took, and then it's just with their kid, and it's every day people come in and say that.
Oh, how fun is that? Because people grew up coming here. That's why Chad's repainting them, is because, okay, I love that so much. How do you balance keeping the part historically nostalgic while continuing to add new and exciting elements?
Well, I don't really know the answer to that one. We just try to keep it new, keep it fresh, and try to keep it informational.
Mm-hmm.
And we have signs, a little bit of information on each dinosaur, and we're just trying to add to it and make it grow.
Okay. What's the longer term vision for it?
As long as it's still here. which hopefully will be forever.
There you go. I like that. Can you tell us about some of the more popular dinosaurs or sculptures that the visitors love to see when they're here?
Absolutely. So the King Kong, they love to get up in the hand and take pictures. And then you can get in the Megalodon's mouth.
Oh, really?
And look like you're getting eaten by the Megalodon. So they love that too, and they take
the
pictures.
big shark right up front. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the most two popular.
The non-dinosaurs.
Yeah, literally. It's weird, but
the King Kong is behind the camera about 30 feet from us right now, wouldn't you say?
yeah,
Yeah. That's a very big creature over there.
it is.
I could see that would be fun to climb up on. I would do it.
Yeah. No,
Have you done it?
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, that's all I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I did when I was a kid.
And play with all the toys and dinosaurs in the gift shop?
Absolutely.
You have very fond memories as a kid in this place. What would you say your fondest memories are?
Just being here with my grandma after hours, and she was paying bills, and me and my brother would just run around kind of free, go out in the park, play with the toys, and then she'd be ready to leave, and she'd say, put everything back, and we just go back to our house.
Not everybody can say that they have that childhood memory. That's very special.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, this is a generational run business. So your grandparents have now passed.
Yes.
So this is being run. You're the grandson.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it is one of your aunts and uncles that co-own this with you.
Yeah, so it would be my grandma's sister, and then my dad and Andrew.
Okay.
Or my brother. Sorry.
Your brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Man, you were on top of that. I was going to ask, and then you gave it to me. I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I think that's a really neat thing, too. It seems like this is beloved not by just the community, but very much so by your own family.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep it going.
Yeah.
I love that. Aside from the dinosaurs, you have the King Kong and the purple octopus. Well, it looks red, actually.
Yeah, it's red.
Yeah.
I would say it's red.
Okay, the red octopus.
Yep.
What role do they play in the overall expectations, and what other different ones do you have other than the dinosaurs, more specifically?
Okay, I don't understand what you mean there.
So you have the octopus and the King Kong. Are there other non-dinosaur creatures here?
Okay, so yes, we do have one we actually call the creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It is the last one you see before you go back into the building.
Okay.
And I honestly don't know what it is. It stands on 2 feet. It's been here for as long as I can remember. And it used to hold a sign that said, "Thank you for coming to Dinosaur Land."
Okay.
And everyone loves it. It's literally everyone takes a picture of it. We call it the creature. We don't know what it is, though.
No one knows.
No one does.
That's why they're taking a picture.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what is that? I think that's great. What's a typical day for you like here at Dinosaur Land, especially in terms of maintenance and upkeep of the sculptures?
Well, there is a lot of upkeep on the dinosaurs. Constantly probably need work.
Mm-hmm.
And, you come out to the park, you make sure everything looks good and clean, and it's just, that's what it is.
What's an upkeep on a dinosaur? You gotta clean it.
So you pressure wash them.
Okay.
And
Got it.
do the fiberglass repairs if they got holes in them and stuff like that. And paint if they need them.
That's good. What are some of the unique challenges that come with preserving these creatures over time? Obviously, Chad is instrumental. Other than that, what are some of the unique challenges for upkeep?
So the sun does a lot of damage to them.
Okay.
And it fades them. If you don't upkeep with clear coat is what you put on them,
Okay.
the paint will start chipping or fading and stuff like that. So you constantly have to be clear coating them every year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much as you can do to preserve them, is to try to put an extra layer of something on them, because it's mostly sun damage and age. But
Which is why we need Chad.
yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely want to see these pre-post pictures for sure.
Yeah.
Now, you've had this generations come to Dinosaur Land for several years, since 1963, basically. And I love the picture you painted of kids that came here now are adults and bringing their children. What other visitor experiences have changed over the years?
So, not a lot. There is a lot of returning people with their kids, and there's new ones. I mean, there's people that come 200 miles away just to come
real?
to here. Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, it's really cool to meet the people that come here, and they always in a good mood. They're always happy, and they always have stories to tell about, how much they love it and stuff. So, it's just really fun to interact with the customers. It's very fun.
It seems like the better part of this business is even the relationships that you make with them. It does give you a big feel of nostalgia being around this place.
Yeah.
It's like a well-worn blanket, but in a good way.
Yeah. Some people like it and some people don't, but it's great.
Different strokes for different folks,
yes,
and that's
absolutely.
why you're here.
Yeah.
You do promote that you do educational experiences. I imagine that means field trips for kids and schools. Can you talk about that? And then if there is a school teacher out there or somebody in education that would like to get some more information about that,
absolutely,
letting them know about that too.
So we do groups, and that involves businesses, schools, anyone, and you get a group rate. It's discounted, and you can bring as many as you want. And most of the people are returning, or we have a lot of new ones this year. And you can just call and get the information, and we'll give you a price you can pay before or after, and we'll have it all set up for them, and they'll be ready when they get here.
What is the admission price to the typical admission price for Dinosaur Land?
Okay, so it's $11 for adults, $9 for 2 through 10, and it's free under 2.
And it's self-guided, so there's not really
no tours.
Right.
Yeah. No.
And then when the groups come, is there any tour guide with the groups that walk through anything with them?
Yeah, we just ask that the parents present with the group are always with the kids, and that's...
And self-guided also, but they get the group rate.
Yes.
I got you. Now, what's inside the gift shop that people would find if they came here?
So we have Jim Shore products.
Shore products? What's that mean?
So it's like glass.
Glass. Okay, great.
And we have Rocks Minerals. We honestly have a little bit for everyone. I mean, we really do. And we have T-shirts. We have a toy room.
A toy room?
Yeah, we have a toy room. Yeah.
What's with the toy room? Toy dinosaurs and things like that?
Yeah, mostly dinosaurs, yeah.
That's what I thought I saw in there before we walked through to get through to here. I thought I saw bins and bins of different kinds of plastic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We
have ones that are just toys, and we have some that are up to museum grade detailed dinosaurs.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, for like collectors and stuff.
Ah, but you do have collectors that come in here.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a dinosaur collectors. I would love to interview one of those.
That would be interesting.
That would be super interesting. So if you're listening to this and you are a dinosaur collector, please message me at the Funny Womacks on Instagram or Facebook, because I would like to talk to you. That sounds like an interesting interview. I like that a lot. What do you hope the visitors take away from their experience at Dinosaur Land?
Honestly, I just think it would be fun for the family.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have a good time, and everyone will laugh, and everyone will leave happy.
There couldn't have been a better answer than that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good job. You knocked that one out of the park. I love that. What keeps you passionate about doing your job here and being a part of this long-standing attraction? I
think it would be the family portion of it. It's nice to be with your family, working with them, and they help you, and everyone gets along, and you get to see your family every day, so there's no bad stuff with it.
I love that. Now, you didn't always do this.
No.
So What is your background before you came here?
Before I came here, I was a certified technician, and I worked on cars and service tractors.
Okay.
Yeah. And I farm.
Okay. What do you farm?
We do cattle and we make hay.
All right.
And we still do that today.
Is that part of the family business?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you mentioned you did music production too, right?
Yeah, I did that a while back.
Okay.
Yep.
What skills from your background you feel play them or have the most influence on what you're doing now?
I'm not sure if any one of them do. To be honest.
You're telling me you're learning new things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Gotta learn, right?
Yeah. Your role. What are your roles here? The Dinosaur upkeep, maintenance.
Just mostly numbers, accounting, purchases, orders, stuff like that. And I run the website and just small stuff like that,
And keeping this family business going. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Laughers, this is a really unique place. I can't say that I've ever been to a dinosaur land, but today I can happily say that I have. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing the restoration process continue with these over 50 creatures that you have in here. And I think it would be a worthwhile visit for you, Laughers, to check it out if you're anywhere near Winchester. So I think it would be really awesome at this time to tell the Laughers how they can keep up with Dinosaur Land best on social media or otherwise.
So you can find us on Facebook, Dinosaur Land VA, and our website is dinosaurland.com.
There you go. That's it. And hopefully you'll have some Instagram soon, right,
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
It'd be a great idea. I just want to thank you so much today, Sam, sharing with us all things Dinosaur Land. It's truly been a pleasure meeting you today and spending time with you and sharing with us a bit about how much this business has meant to your family and to the community and people that have visited from far away and near. And so thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you too. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah. And you like the popcorn.
I did. You have to get some. It's really good.
You have to get, of course you do. And Laughers, to get more information on all they have to offer and get some ideas of how to plan your trip and visit to Dinosaur Land, be sure to visit their website at dinosaurlandva.com. That's dinosaurlandva.com. And if you're working out or driving, don't worry about it. We'll put that information for you in the show notes as well. So stay safe out there. And also, thank you for tuning in and spending time with us today. You are amazing. I love and appreciate that you support us, follow us, watch this, listen to it. It is incredible and it means the world to us. And so we want to get the word out about all the special charm of the Shenandoah Valley to help people that live here and visit here get more out of their Shenandoah Valley experience. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow, share a friend. We're out wherever you listen to podcasts in the audio version, but now also on YouTube with the video version on the Funny Womacks channel. My husband is also a stand-up comic, and sometimes we perform individually, and sometimes we do it as a husband and wife duo now. So that's new and exciting. So you can follow the podcast and see some more of that coming up as well. And then you want to also be sure to visit that website again, PrePOPsterous.com, to get that amazing popcorn and use promo code LAUGH15 to get a 15% discount. And again, buy that popcorn so you can munch on it when you join me on next week's episode. And lastly, and most importantly, thanks for tuning in, Laughers. Out of all the podcasts out there, you picked us, and we think that's pretty darn special, just like you. Until next time, keep smiling. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Virginia is for Laughers podcast, brought to you by the funny Womacks and friends. We'll be dropping a new podcast every Wednesday, so check back for another uplifting episode. Come to a FWAF show or let us bring one to you. To find out more, head to thefunnywomacks.com. Be sure to share this podcast with a friend, and until next time, cheers.